Hi, today we'll talk about phrasal verbs. There are tons of them and you know it. Whether you're a beginner or an advanced user of English, you probably won't know all of them. But there is a key to understanding most of them, and today I'm going to share it with you. But first, what is a phrasal verb? Usually, it's a verb and some kind of particle. And as you know, verbs, as other parts of speech, can have lots of different meanings. And that is the first difficulty that you meet in learning phrasal verbs. The second one is that when the verb meets the particle, they create something that has a completely different meaning from the verb meant from the beginning. Not all the time, but it happens. So, knowing that, one, you have to learn all the meanings of the vocabulary when you learn it. Don't just settle for one meaning that you think is most appropriate. Do learn all of them. And two, use the key. So the key that I'm talking about is understanding the core meaning of phrasal verb, which lies in the particle. You see, the verb usually represents the action, and the particle represents the direction, manner, or the place of this action. And today we will look at the most common particles to create a phrasal verb. And understanding their meaning will help us understand more phrasal verbs. So the first one is on. We all know that on is a preposition that means that something is attached or is somewhere. Like at the beginning of learning the language, we all learn that we are sitting on the chair. The computer is on the table. So something is somewhere, it is sort of attached to it. But the second step would be to know that on actually has the meaning of continuation. When you add it to some verbs, it either gives them the meaning of continuation or intensifies it. Like to drag on. To drag already has the meaning of something continuing, like to drag the body from the crime scene. It's not quick. And to drag on just makes it even stronger. And another examples like carry on, keep on, go on, stay on, drive on. I think it's not so difficult. But let's look at examples in sentences. The lecture dragged on for ages. She's always going on about her shoe collection. You should stop procrastinating and get on with your work. You see here, continuation. And usually it has a bit of a negative meaning. And in the sentence, she's usually going on about her shoe collection. We have a double negative meaning by using present continuous in a negative way and go on. So the next one is off. It adds the meaning of departure or separation. Take off, see off, go off, clear off, and things like that. Let's look at examples. There were some problems with the plane, so we couldn't take off. They went off to find some booze in the middle of the night. No one could see me off at the airport, so I was leaving the town all alone. So you see, departure, leaving something behind. The next one is actually are, about and around, and they both are interchangeable and they add the meaning of doing something without a particular purpose or aim. Things like mess around, look around, wander around, lie around, and stuff like that. Example, it's the best time when you can just lay around in your bed and you don't have to go anywhere. Jeremy Clarkson is pretty intimidating guy. You don't mess around with him. My dog chews everything, so please don't leave your things just lying around. The next one is up, and it emphasizes the idea of completing something, finishing it. Like, eat up your breakfast and get out of the house. We used up all our money today. I need you to clear up the space because I have people coming later today. Usually the verb and the particle up are separable, so there can be something else in between them. The next one is through. Through suggests going from the beginning to the end of something. Like I have a bad cough and I struggle to sleep through the night. At the beginning of the lesson, we usually go through the homework together. There are a lot of horrible experiences in our lives, but we have to go through them in order to become the better people. Yeah, and usually the verb and the through are inseparable, so there is nothing in between. They just go together. Go through, look through, read through, etc. And the last but not least, the one that you probably know really well, is back. And it gives the meaning of returning somewhere or taking something to its place. Can you bring those books back that I gave you the other day? Really want to read them again. We're flying back from Rome on Thursday. There are things in life that you should do without looking back. So that was the key to understanding phrasal verbs. Basically the keys. So let's recap. We have particles on, off, around and about, up, through and back. Understanding what they mean and what meaning they give to verbs should make your life easier. So I hope it was helpful. It probably was really long, but comment down below if it helped you, or give this video a thumbs up, and I will see you in my next video. Bye! It's dark so quick. Oh. Well, gotta do what you gotta do. And what is that exactly you're suggesting? What even is that exactly?